Hi Leo, hi Lion Gang. This is going to be your general message, love and life for the beginning of August. Happy birthday, by the way, you guys, for any of you having a solar return today. This is good for any placement of Leo in your natal chart. As always, keep in mind this is a general reading. It might not resonate with everyone that watches. Things could be opposite and roles could be reversed. This doesn't just have to apply to romantic love. It can apply to family, friends, career, any part of your life that this resonates with, Leo, okay? If you're new, welcome to Soma Chandra Tarot. Please subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. I will read for you here. I try to read on this channel every week, but I don't get to it every week. But usually 3 or 4 times a month, I will read for you here. Okay, deep dive messages. Link to my website for private readings and to check out Astrology and Human Design Analysis is all down below. I am open for private readings, you guys, but I'll be closing out a few different dates in the middle of August, but for the most part, I am available. All right, let's begin. Something from the past is triggering you. I think that you are trying to move forward, but August, the beginning of the month, is a delicate time for you, Leo, because there's something that's causing you to maybe drop your boundaries when you're not quite ready to, or you shouldn't. I think I'm going to call this reading, Let the Past Go, and with the new guy, take it slow, because I do see 2 kings showing up here. I think you have an opportunity to move on from someone else, but the past is still triggering you. Of course, I could be seeing 2 different aspects of the same masculine, like he has fire and water in his chart. But astrology for the beginning of August, Cancer, this energy is very emotional, it's sensitive, it's caring and loving, and it may concern family or mother and child. First house came out, what people see and the impression that you give, and there you are, Leo, flamboyant energy, dramatic, proud, passionate, and it's asking you to focus on believing in yourself, the importance of self-belief. Even Leo needs to be reminded to believe in themselves. But your catalyst or challenge is Saturn right now. Saturn is a social planet. Saturn does represent commitment often in relationships because it restricts, labels, controls, for sure. But this is about a part of you that needs to accept a challenge in order to gain wisdom. If you accept a challenge in the beginning of the month, Leo, you will gain wisdom from doing so. What I see here is, first of all, some of you are, I'm seeing a mother-child dynamic here. So some of you have a young daughter. She may be just now going through puberty. You're remembering that time in your own life. Some of you are thinking a lot about maybe how your own mother impacted you in a positive way, maybe in a negative way. I'm a parent myself. I'd like to think that I impact my children in a positive way, but we don't get a rule book. So I think that some of you are thinking quite a bit about a mother figure and how this person made you strong and helped you be proud, helped you accept challenges. I also think you're questioning your own identity at this time. You do need self-care and nurturing and care from others. Some of you do feel the need to mother or be mothered. I'm not getting any more messages about that. My guides are saying they will understand. Yeah, this first impression that you give, are you giving the impression that you're a nurturing person, and are you explaining to people how you need to be nurtured? There may be something difficult that you have to work through in a parent-child dynamic as well. The 11th house is down here. I think in the middle of the month, you will be thinking a lot about who you're spending time with and why. Networking, socialization, wishes may be granted. But when we got to the oracle messages that are less spiritual and more about the details of your life, a lot of cards came out of the Arrows of Love oracle deck. Past love, erotic activation, secret lover, what love potential, and it's up in the air. Leather is at the bottom of the deck, lust bound. Okay, so highlighted energy for you beginning of August, there may be a past person. I mean, it is Venus retrograde. If this isn't a Venus retrograde activation, If I ever saw one, yeah, this is definitely it. There's a past lover. They may have kept you a secret. It may have been a secret, and it was very sexual and sensual with lust and exotic activation. Sexy. But it was a secret, despite the fact that there was love potential, or it could be two different things happening at the same time. You may compare a new person you meet to a past lover. You keep that private. There could be love potential with a new person, but it's all up in the air. Whether it's an old person, I think there's a new and an older person coming in at the same time for you energetically. Although I don't have a 2 here, like I'm not seeing that you necessarily have a choice between two people. It always sucks when there was that situationship where the sex was great, but it was all kept a secret and there was love potential and it was up in the air. That person is in the past. And when I pulled out my second oracle deck, these cards fell out of the deck and they all fell into reverse. And when Spirit does that to me, it's like, okay, they were very insistent upon delivering this message. Boundaries is in reverse, purification is in reverse, and refuge is in reverse. But your card of strength is at the bottom of the deck. There will be an activation, enlightenment. You will understand something. Okay. I think that some of you are meant to be in refuge, having good boundaries and purifying, maybe being single for a while, not having any casual relationships, not exploring a serious relationship. You need to be strong at this time, but you may feel weak with a specific person. Someone may also be asking you to stop being so chaste and pure, and like what you consider purification and refuge, they may be telling you, they may be tempting you away from that. They may be asking you to lower your boundaries. And it might be difficult because the sex was really good. So the overall energy of the reading is the 3 of Swords. The way someone is feeling is the King of Wands. That could be you, but I also have a Queen of Wands here. You're being seen as the Queen of Cups. Some of you are dealing with a water sign, or that's you. What you need to know, or your advice, is the Knight of Cups, and I clarified the shit out of that. Someone will be very expressive, and the final outcome is the 8 of Wands. These are racy messages are going to come in. Sexy messages are going to come in. We do have a 2 here. You have a choice to make. You may block a person and say, leave me alone. Or someone may block you and say, leave me alone. There is a card of clinging to the past. And morality. Was this moral? The past was maybe you considered it to be a little immoral. Keep in mind, what's moral versus immoral is highly subjective. Like what might not be right for me might be perfectly fine for you, or like another person. Clinging to the past, thinking about the morality, I'm hearing the health of the relationship, but you want to slow down, maybe isolate a little bit. And this card is the 9 of Cups. It says laziness, but like just spend time alone. Someone else may be feeling that way now too, where they're like, maybe they put you in just like a situationship or a textationship that was incredibly sexy, but now they want more. But I do think there is maybe someone new coming in. So with the 3 of Swords, there's a lot of pessimism and heartbreak for someone. Clarifying this is the Ace of Cups, the Page of Swords, and Judgment. Some of you are dealing with a person, or maybe this is your energy, Scorpio here, where someone is hearing an inner, like they're having an inner calling. They're at a crossroads here about love. I do think someone is sort of spying, keeping an eye on you, wondering if there is potential for new love. This could be your pessimism and heartbreak as well. I do think that the Page of Swords here is a person wondering if there is a cup of love to be explored, or if you have love for them. I'm also hearing that someone might be trying to figure out how to speak your love language, and they never cared about that before. And you're thinking about love language and communication. Someone is curious. Maybe someone wants to know if there's going to be a rebirth. With this King of Wands, this could be you, or this could be someone else. This person could be a fire sign like you, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, masculine energy, fire sign energy. I love the King and Queen of Wands, but this guy does look a little preoccupied with himself, clarifying this is the Five of Cups, the Tower, and the Queen of Wands. Okay, I think that someone has some regrets. Like, you were super hot and sexy to them. If anything happened between the two of you and there was heartbreak and pessimism, Three of Swords is Libra energy, but it also indicates maybe like a third party situation. They knew that they had a chance at love with you, and they regret the way this went down. Like, you were amazing here, but you're being seen as the Queen of Cups. So, I mean, Heart of a Lion, I think that you're very emotional right now. I think you have this giant cup of love to give. This Queen of Cups has a big cup of love to give. But she's not chasing anybody. And clarifying this is the Five of Swords, the Moon, and the Four of Swords. Okay, in the beginning of the month, some of you, this person may message you. Okay, this could be a past person, or maybe they just remind you of someone from the past. Like player energy. I think you're hurt and irritated and mad the way you're being treated, the way people are seeing you. You want to be seen as more than just like an erotic activation and lust and sex. And I think this makes you mad and it hurts your feelings, and you're emotional right now and you just need to rest with the Moon and the Four of Swords. And I think this irritates you because I think you feel like this person just wants you to pay attention to them, and that hurts your feelings. Now, if this, I do have the Eight of Wands, so communication. If this King of Wands, who is sort of looking self-centered, is coming back in and wants to talk to you now, he is bringing in a lot of drama with the Tower. And I think that he does have regrets with the Five of Cups here. He mostly, I have to be honest with you, Leo, it mostly looks like a massive temperature check. And he's pissed that he can't get through to you. Like, why is she so emotional? Why is she suddenly showing me that she has feelings? Before it was just sex and secrets, and it was kinky and wild, and now she's emotional. Now she has a heart, and I have to deal with that. I have to deal with the fact that she wants a heart, and this is irritating me and triggering me, and I'm going to pretend that I don't care. This guy does this to himself, feminine. To my feminine Leos, you're dealing with a masculine who does this to himself, where he just pours on the sex and the charm and the like dirty texts and stuff like that. But now he's like, shit, she wanted love. And it's like he's sorry that he lost this with you, or he's sorry about that, but he's angry. This person may also be trying to connect with you, but they have another feminine on their mind. Watch out for a person coming into your energy and talking a lot about an ex that they're mad at, that broke his heart or something. That's like trauma bonding, someone not over their ex. But what you need to know, or your advice, what's in the hidden factor, is the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups and the Eight of Wands came out together, which is messages that are very emotional. Maybe worst case scenario, they're like overly idealistic, immature, love bomby, Romeo and Juliet. Best case scenario, someone is really going to get off their ass and emotionally express. But I clarified this Knight of Cups. Someone's coming in with a cup of love. And here's the Knight of Cups again, double Knight of Cups. So very romantic, very idealistic. And then with the Knight of Cups is the King of Cups and the Three of Swords. Okay, someone is really going to express their emotions. They may be very brokenhearted. They may be very emotional. Some of you maybe have a new person coming into your life, but they're expressing a lot of heartbreak. And it's almost like I can see on a first or second date, like too much talked about, Too much talking about like intense emotions. Like, it's not that it's not real. It is. It's like real and it's authentic and it's vulnerable expression of the self, but it's like overly dramatic and too much. And you could have a relationship with this person, but one of you, it's like the King and Queen of Cups might not be 100% in the right place to date. Because I have two aces here, so it's a beginning. But I was like, tell me about the King of Cups. Like, how does Leo feel about the King of Cups? I have the 8 of Cups and then the Ace of Swords and the 9 of Cups. Okay, this may be a person that you're giving a chance to. But it's coming in like too fast, too much. Like there's being avoidant of emotions or leaving something behind and a lot of heartbreak, but then yes, this is the path I'm going to take and it makes me so happy. You could just be dealing with a person who is sort of larger than life like you are. But then this final outcome is the 8 of Wands, which is messages and clarifying. This is the Devil, the High Priestess, and the 2 of Cups. Okay, you will be tempted. This is the secret affair. This is the chick having a secret relationship. She's drawn to, I mean, the High Priestess has a shadow side. She has a promiscuous side. She has a fledgling side. She like bats her eyelashes like Little Red Riding Hood or Snow White in the woods who's about to be eaten by a wolf. And she knows that's dangerous, but this is like sexy little girl that's easily traumatized energy, that's all romanticized and kinky, and it's like something so tempting. Someone wants to talk to you. I also think you're looking yourself in the mirror, Leo, like, what am I getting myself into here? Like, it's super intense with the King of Cups. The King of Wands is heartbroken and he wants to know if you're going to date someone else. You're all emotional about it. And it's like he wants his ego fulfilled. I do think the King of Cups and the King of Wands are different people. This guy may talk to you too about like operating out of heartbreak, being idealistic, romanticizing things, getting too close too quickly. And he may sometimes the King of Cups counsels a person on how to have emotional intelligence and be compassionate with yourself and diplomatic with others. He may counsel you to walk away from the King of Wands. And when you do, he'll be like, congratulations, like you passed a test. And I think that you could potentially date this King of Cups. I want to see that though. Spirit, can you please tell me about the King of Cups for Leo? It's safe for you to love. This could be the one they want that to come out. What else about the King of Cups? What else about the King of Cups? Stay in the present moment. You're supposed to be focusing on finance, career. Release your ex is at the top of the deck, and that's the problem. Okay, well, this King of Cups might be giving you advice, and you're feeling like there's a good attraction between the two of you and you feel safe with this person. He may give you advice like release your ex. That's your big problem. You're supposed to be focusing more on money right now, and that money is a factor in your love life, even though there's not a single pentacle on the table. Yeah, I feel like this is the person you're supposed to be moving towards, but this person's dragging you back in. If they're the same guy, like different aspects of the same guy, they are going to come in like a romance novel. And they're going to woo you with displaying their emotions. But the truth is, Leo, I think that they just don't want to lose you. And they are resentful of you being emotional. They want you to stay in the King and Queen of Wands energy, which is sexual for the most part and passionate. This is this person's overall energy. We are the world, which is the world, an ending, moment to moment. They're just staying in the present moment, harmony and past lives. But your energy is postponement, intensity, possibilities, and experiencing. Okay. Clinging to the past is at the bottom of the deck. I think that you may give someone a chance. What you need to know is, first of all, this person could be far away with the world here. They are like, the world is at their fingertips. They are just living moment to moment. They want harmony. They're envisioning harmony between the two of you and having fun. They may be haunted by their past lives, or this is a past life relationship. I think that you, with the Two of Swords and the World, the Page of Cups, here's the King of Cups. Okay, wow, here he is. Also, okay, this is you may talk to this person over the World Wide Web. This could be a distance relationship and a person that you talk to online. It could be a therapist too. He may give you advice, and I don't know if you're going to take it. You could repeat the same cycle without even realizing it, but the choice is yours. Here's the Two of Swords. The choice is yours. Will you have this person over? I think you don't know what to do now. I think that this is getting very intense. You're going to delay responding to the text messages here with the Eight of Wands. You want to experience and explore all possibilities, but you may drop your... you may drop your boundaries and allow yourself to be tempted. Someone is going to tempt you. There's a lot of temptation here. I'm actually going to do an extended because if these are two different people, I want to know where it could go with each of them. If it's two aspects of the same person, this person might be ready for love with you, but they are super emotional. And frankly, Leo, I don't know that you're ready because you look like you need to rest and get in touch with your feelings. Like if the beginning of August is the Moon and the Four of Swords and the Five of Swords, where stuff is kind of triggering for you and you need time alone and you need to recover from something and get in touch with your feelings, like it just is. But I think it's better for you to engage in relationships when you're the Sun. I want to see if we can get the Devil and the Three of Swords and the Moon off the table here, because this is someone triggering you maybe like back into slut life. And if you want to do that, I mean, knock yourself out. I did that for a while intentionally and it was fun. But I think that you want a more serious relationship, and this person, someone may yo-yo you. Like 1 minute they're going to show you heavy emotion and really say, this broke my heart too. Let's be happy together. Let's leave the past behind. They're really going to pour it on and it's going to tempt you. But the truth is they just don't want to see you recoil from them and retreat from them. If you heal, then they can't trigger you into like the kind of relationship that they want to have with you, which is mostly sexual and secretive. They're just going to confuse you. But for some of you, the Knight of Cups is a new person. They give you good advice. Yeah, and they help you stay in the present moment. They help you understand that it's safe to love, but you've got to release your ex. If you feel like you need the extended to check these guys out and get a future prediction with a timestamp, the link to that will be at the top of the description below. But Leo, it's really time to think about what you're showing other people. If you're feeling very emotional, you may struggle to show the real you and be vulnerable at this time, but watch boundaries. You're supposed to be spending time alone for a while in a purification and having good boundaries, and someone is going to tempt you to drop them, and they may use sex to tempt you. And it's all from the past. Don't cling to the past. There was something immoral about it. If you feel like you need the extended, the link to that will be at the top of the description below. Website for private readings is a little bit further down in the description, you guys. But that's the beginning of August. I hope it resonates and I hope it helps. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Leo Nation. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.